Seattle Sounders.
Oh, I was gonna guess them.
That's unlucky. That's unlucky. So I'll take this one first. So this is a really tough one. So if you go to whoscored.com and look at their ratings for the Seattle Sounders, there are 8 players who have at least played 8 games or more that all have ratings above 7. So to pick a very good player is very hard. But my best player and my most impressive player are going to be the same person, and they will be Raul Rui Diaz. And I know this was something where I said, like, oh, we expect them to be good. Raul Rui Diaz has been leading or is close to the lead in the Golden Boot race. And if I just double check this here, Nico Lodero's played 5 games. And 4 of them were sub appearances. He has done this without the best playmaker in the West. I would say in the league, but Caden Clark exists, so I can't give him a league. But he has done what he's done without the best playmaker in the West, and that is extremely impressive for me. And if you are up that high in the Golden Boot ranking, you're probably one of the best players on the team as well. So Raul takes both of those for me. And my least impressive player, another tough one. Again, how do you pick a bad player on a team that's that good? Helen Rowe, he's been again, a tough guy to pick out on the stat sheet, right? But 1 goal, 0 assists, 13, 30 minutes played. 75% pass completion rate. He just, again, I'm not saying he's been bad. I'm just saying he's been kind of unimpressive in the role that he's been playing. If I look at some of these in-depth stats here, he's had 1 game. Most of his ratings are bang near 6 flat, which is where you start on the Who Scored ratings. So he has been okay. He's also been ran around a bunch. He's played center mid. He's played right back. He's played right mid. He played left wing at one point. Very versatile. So I understand why his stats are kind of weird like that. But yeah, just kind of to me.
I'm gonna go a little different. Just because, like, I wholly agree with you. I would have picked Rui Diaz as well, but this team is too good not to just pick Rui Diaz and call it a day. I want to definitely shine a light on some of the other players. So my pick for best player is going to be João Paulo.
Okay.
I think he's just been one of the best midfielders in the league this season. I didn't even realize he had 7 assists already. That's pretty wild. Just because I always pictured him more so as a defensive midfielder. But, I think he's been a huge reason they've been able to stay successful after losing Jordan Morris. I mean, even though he's not necessarily playing that same position, I just think he's helped to make it a lot easier to transition to like a new style of play. And I think he's a highly influential player for them. And then I'll make kind of a weird one for most. What do we? Most not most improved. I forget what we call it.
Most impressive. I know.
Yeah.
I know. Your brain's fried because of numbers.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick kind of a weird one. I'm gonna go with Freddy Montero. I feel like he started this season not really getting a lot of game time, and then lately he's been playing much more. And I feel like every time I see a Seattle scoreline nowadays, I see him on the score sheet. I mean, he's got 6 goals in 803 minutes. That's borderline on par with the goal rate that Rui Diaz is going on right now. Like, I think he's been huge for them. I mean, obviously he's not, like I said, he's not the most important player to their team, and he's definitely number 2 on the striker depth chart. But I feel like he's been a very a very solid player for what I kind of expected his role to be in the Seattle team. And then least is tough, kind of like you said. I'll go. Oh man, Shane O'Neill. I'm not even sure. It's hard to say because that's another one where it's like, how do you read it off a stat sheet? He's a defender, but they have him rated at like a 6.5, and he's gotten the game time. He's gotten, I think, 13 starts, 3 sub appearances. So I mean, he's out there. And it's odd to me because I see Yamar, I see Arriaga, and they both have over a 7 rating, and then Shane O'Neill is a 6.5. It's so far off. It feels weird. It almost feels like he maybe doesn't look so bad on the stat sheet because he gets picked up by Arriaga and he gets picked up by Yamar, but
Seems like they're getting him across the line there for sure.
yeah. So I'll go with Shane O'Neill. Again, it's really hard to pick for this team. They're just so good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess honorable mention for most impressive, Stephen Cleveland, filling in for Stephen Fry.
It's a Stefan thing.
Yeah, it's got to be Stephen goalkeepers.
It's a requirement. It's a requirement for Seattle goalkeepers. That's why Spencer Richie's not getting game time.
That's why he's sitting on the bench.